Joe, tell me a little bit about Joe. You guys had, just extraordinary things to say about him.
Well, he was born in 1970, so he wasn't very old, but he lived a full life. He loved people. He took care of people down in his apartment complex. He took them meals. He fed them. Just that kind of giving spirit. He had a landscaping business, and his people just adored him. He did special things for them, and they all just, he'd get Christmas cards and presents from them, every year because of the relationship. But he never knew a stranger, and he just was the kind of guy that people like to know. And he gave of himself. He made us proud. He was our oldest son, and obviously, we adored him. We were shocked. Who expects your son to be killed? It's not something you can plan for.
You're so strong to come out here and for your family. What would you like to see happen in this case?
Well, I told my wife, I said, for this guy to get death would be too good. He needs to go to jail for the rest of his life. And he needs to have to get up every morning thinking about what he did and go to bed every night thinking about what he did. Maybe at some point he'll be like the guy that's on that commercial now that got 10 years for drunken driving and he killed 2 people. Maybe he'll make a commercial someday about the wrongness of killing somebody that didn't deserve to die.
Again, you guys had such nice things to say about Joe. He loved Florida. He even had a saltwater aquarium. What was he doing when this happened?
Well, he had just changed the water in the saltwater aquarium, and it had turned cloudy, so he was going up to the pet store in Daytona to get something to take the cloudiness out of the saltwater. And it was just crazy. He didn't know this guy from Adam. There was no reason for anything like that to happen. It's just crazy.
He loved his truck,
and it was his pride and joy.
It got a ding, But was your son the kind of guy to really, make someone feel, a normal person feel compelled to pull a gun?
Well, he's a young guy. He's I don't think there was that kind of time frame where he could get in a discussion. The guy never even got out of the truck. I don't think there was the people that were there, I wasn't there, but the people who were there said, there was no discussion really, it just happened. It's just like he walked up to the window and, asked the guy, I suppose, I can imagine, he probably said, what is going on? And, he was shocked.
We talked a little bit about the world we live in where seems like you could get shot doing anything. What would you like to tell people as they hear about this story? What would you like them to know, most of all?
I think the biggest thing is that, to celebrate the joy of his life and not the tragedy of his death. And that, he wouldn't want people to take revenge. He wouldn't want people to get even. He wouldn't want people to do stuff like that. He'd want justice to happen. He'd want that guy to get punished, but it would be a punishment that meant something. An injection wouldn't mean anything. Just mean he's dead. He needs to have a lifetime to think about what he's done. And, it's hard. We didn't sleep at all last night. There's just too many memories, and we looked at all the pictures, and it's just too much.